The debutante ball is coming up in August, and it was at that experience that I do every year that I came up with the term resting rich face, which apparently makes a lot of you really upset. But it comes from the idea that those clients of mine that are kind of older money, this is the Austin debutante crowd. So I know it's different in Dallas and Houston, but they like a very minimal makeup look that does not look like they're wearing makeup. They want it to look as much like their skin as possible, maybe a little bit of gloss and mascara, but that's as far as they're willing to let people see that they have enhanced their beauty. So I was inspired to come up with the term resting rich face. And the product behind it all is our Quick Fix Under Eye Brightener. But recently I've gotten a lot of questions about the difference between our light concealer and our under eye brightener. So I'm going to use one on one side of my face and one on the other so you can see the difference. So I have on a very light layer of foundation. I did my brows and I added our blonde brow powder to my crease to push the hood of my eyes back. I'm going to do the eye brightener on this side to show you it can be worn all by itself. It doesn't have to just go over foundation. I just did a video using just this and some bronzer and some blush, and I think it cleans up the face beautifully. But I wanted to be fair because this one does need to be applied with foundation because it's just a much more intense color. So I will show you the difference. We're just gonna get a much lighter look, a much more natural look over here with the under eye brightener, where this one has a lot more power to it and a lot more pigment in it. I'm going to wipe off the tip because it's just very strong, and you can see the difference already. But once it's blended in, you'll just be able to tell that I'm going to get a more significant highlight. It can also, this brightening concealer or lightening concealer can also be used to adjust the foundation, and it can also be used to underpaint. So that is just a little bit. You can see this one is just a little bit more sheer, a little bit more luminous. This one has, now that it's blended in, just a little bit more of an opacity to it. And you can set both of these with our cool matte powder, and I'll do that, but you don't have to set the under eye brightener. It is just fine on its own. And this is the quintessential resting rich face look, where this one is just a little bit more made up looking. When I set it, it gives it just a little bit more lightening power, and I'll set over here as well. So not a huge difference. You can use them both interchangeably. This one has more versatility and can be used in a lot more types of ways, to lighten foundation, to lighten up the darker concealer, to blend and mix all of your creams into the perfect shade for you. And this one is just a really quick fix. That's why we call it the Quick Fix Under Eye Brightener. I would finish this look up on the resting rich face side with our warm matte powder dispenser brush, because it is just a much more natural look and it's very forgiving. It can be layered on to get darker, but you can see that that just looks barely there. And on this side, I would use the dark concealer that we use to adjust and do a few little dots here and there. But this is a little too powerful for my high-end, wealthy, old money clients. So I have, you know, kind of two different looks, a full glam look and the resting rich face that you can get out of all of these products. So the question that I get is, do I need both, or which one do I need? I think you need both, unless you have a very specific makeup look that you tend to stick to and it's very minimal, then I would go with the under eye brightener. If it is, you know, a full makeup look that you're doing every day, then I would definitely go with our all-in bundle, which contains the lightening concealer and the darkening concealer, as well as the foundation, the powder, kind of the whole shebang. So which girl are you? Are you over here resting rich face, or are you over here with the more full makeup look?